Yes, TV ni yindi ni Afrimax TV presenter ni wawundi, my name is Back TV. Bikorwa ni bya bindi mwaga dufite akazi kenshi kandi nakazi gakomeye cyane. Ndakeka ko mumeze neza cyane kandi mukamuri mu kurikirana Afrimax TV. Inyuma yangaho mugomba gukanda subscribe kugira ngo stories zacu zibagereho mwebwe muri mu kuyikurikirana buri munsi buri gihe buri kanya. And even right now tukaba turi kumwe on to the next uyu mwaka cyangwa 2020 tukaba turi hano kuri Arena, Kigali Arena. Icyatuzanye hano ni Goa cyangwa Giant of Africa Festival ya y'umwaka w'ibihumbi 2020 cyangwa 2020. Iyi festival is hosting hano mu Rwanda kuva ku itariki ya 16 kugeza ku itariki ya 22 mu kwezi kwa munane hano kuri Kigali Arena. Uko bimeze ni wiki nziza cyane ku bakunzi ba basketball, ikaba ari wiki ifitemo ibintu byinshi bitandukanye. Goa cyangwa Giant of Africa Festival izaba ifitemo basketball, education, culture hamwe na entertainment. Iyo navuze basketball urabizi ko bafungura bakina basketball abantu batandukanye, abakobwa n'abahungu kuva ku myaka 15 kugeza ku myaka 19. Harimo education, hanga muri education harimo life session, life skills session, hamwe na workshop zizajya ziberamo kwigisha abantu kubijyanye na leadership and empowerment series. Akaba arimo culture, hospitality, housing center for festival, giant participants, partner and media that celebrate Africa culture through food, entertainment and art. Hakaba arimo na entertainment muri opening, hakaba arimo performances z'abahanzi benshi batandukanye mu gufungura no gufunga kuva ku itariki ya 16 kugeza ku itariki ya 22. Ni wiki irimo basketball, celebrations of basketball, education, culture hamwe na entertainment. Ihuza ibihugu byo muri Afrika byinshi cyane, abajeni bakaza bahurira muri GOA cyangwa Goa cyangwa Giant of Africa Festival ya 2020. Ibihugu bimaze hostinga bootcamp hakaba arimo Tanzania, njango murimo kubibona hano, hakaba arimo Southern Sudan, hakaba arimo Nigeria, Somalia, Rwanda, hakaba arimo Uganda, Mali, Cameroon, Nigeria na Senegal. Ibyo nibyo bihugu bikaba birimo hano. So uyu munsi muri opening twaza let's expect more, ni byinshi turibuze kubonamo hano ni mu kanya gatoya muri opening. So stay with us. This is Afrimax TV. Turakomeza kumenyesha gahunda nyinshi zitandukanye. Let's be together until the end of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Giant Festival, Africa Festival launch, and stand for our guest of honor, His Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, and Masai Ujiri, President of the Toronto Raptors and co-founder of Giants of Africa.
to another level. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to our Giants of Africa announcement. Your Excellency, dignitaries, media, campers, everybody, this is such an unbelievable time for me, and are we okay? It's such an unbelievable time for me. It's almost overwhelming to sit down in this arena and feel it. We traveled to camps all over the continent, to different countries over the years, and influencing kids and bringing kids together, teaching basketball, teaching the sport that changed my life, that changed everything for me. To bring all those kids to one place, to one country, here, all together, to celebrate culture, entertainment, basketball, education, all in one, I think is going to be the most unbelievable feeling that we're going to have in an unbelievable country. I thank God for the opportunity that I've been given, and I thank President Kagame for the leadership he's given us to give us this opportunity to have this in this special country. We are super excited, super excited to bring the Giants of Africa Festival here. When we speak about youth and giants, it's always good to have a shining example. And the person I'm going to bring up here is a shining example to what Africa is all about. Because I'm telling you guys, Africa must win. We are winners. We are winners. So, I'm going to introduce a future leader of Africa. A girl, a young woman that's gonna take us to the top. We love her in our Giants of Africa camp, Myra Halu.
Your Excellency, all protocols observed, good morning. I'm here to talk about the impact of Giants of Africa. And I'm gonna start with my experience on day one. I came to day one with the mindset that I wanted to be the best player, the best shooter. I wanted to be the best three-pointer. And I realized that basketball was much more than that, and the camp offered that. This basketball experience wasn't about finding the best. It was about finding the best within yourself. So throughout the camp, I struggled, but I found myself. And Giants of Africa reaffirmed the persona in me that really wanted to protect Africa and treat her like my child. And that really reignited the vision of Africa that I have. And I look at Africa as a place where I want youth to be involved in decision making. I want women to be more represented as it is here in Rwanda. 61%, it's the leading global statistic. Well done, Rwanda. In Africa, where we're not dependent on aid, but our abundant resources. In Africa, where we can look and be proud. But mostly in Africa, where we don't make excuses, we act. And through Giants of Africa, we looked at all these long-term goals, and we wrote down what we wanted to achieve, but we also looked at role models who inspire us and drive this passion. And admittedly, one of mine was President Kagame. His benevolent leadership. You, sir, are benevolent. You, sir, always look for the best in the worst situations. You, sir, are not shy to engage in conversations that challenge the stigma that makes Africa look underestimated and wrong. You, sir, are a perfect example. And I'd like to thank you for being the voice of Africa. Giants of Africa uses basketball as a tool. And they do it explicitly by making us look at dreaming big, being confident, but also positively affirming us as leaders. After all, 60% of Africa is youth. And we must act now, or else we'll never have someone to fill these big shoes. Our common passion for this continent and our love of sports will create unity, peace, and a shared prosperity. And I want to thank Masai and Giants of Africa for giving me a voice, for giving us a voice. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Myra. His Excellency, President Kagame, distinguished guests, all protocols observed, a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Aisha Sasay. I'm a journalist and author, and incredibly honored to be here with you for this announcement event for Giants of Africa. This is truly a momentous moment. It is the beginning of something very special that will culminate in August, the 16th to the 22nd. I have been blessed enough to travel the world telling stories about people and places that might not always take center stage. And some of my most memorable stories have been about young people here on this continent. But in addition to being a storyteller, I'm perhaps most proud of the work I'm doing with my organization, We Can Lead, Women Everywhere Can Lead, which is a not-for-profit working in Sierra Leone with young girls. I'm working with hundreds of girls, almost 500 girls, to nurture them to become the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs. And what I've seen firsthand is girls join my organization, and initially they are too shy to even look me in the eye. They're too shy to speak. They have no sense of their own strengths, their own goals, and no sense of their own direction. After a year in my program, they blossom. They blossom and they become confident, and they start saying things to me like, I'm going to achieve more than you've achieved. And that is exactly the goal for the girls in my program. And I believe that this isn't a hobby, it's a mission. It's a mission that we all should be engaged in, empowering the youth of this continent. I think Myra said it perfectly. They are 60% of this continent. They are the engine to catalyze our potential. And it's important that we have conversations with them. Conversations about leadership, conversations about decision-making, conversations about self-esteem. And Masai and the entire Giants of Africa team believe that those conversations should be a cornerstone of this festival. And so in August, it won't just be about basketball. It won't just be about the entertainment and the celebration of food and culture. It will also be about having these critical conversations with the young boys and girls. I'm honored to be leading the Dream Big Leaders series, 4 days of conversations with some of the top thought leaders from around the world. Will be gathered here in Rwanda, and I'll be leading those conversations and hoping that their journeys inspire the campers, that inspire them to become leaders amongst their peers and in their communities. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I hope you'll all join us. I can't wait. I've marked my calendar. I will be here for the entire time and just look forward to helping transform minds. From future leaders to a present leader, I'd like to invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, to say a few words. Renowned for being a transformational leader, his vision has transformed this country into one of the most dynamic nations on the continent. One that is an envy of someone like myself from Sierra Leone, and also, I think, an impressive, inspirational touch point for people around the world. So, His Excellency, if I could invite you to say some words, please. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Aisha. Masai, to begin with, I always have a moment to thank you. I'm very happy to do that. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'm happy to have this moment, kind introduction, and Masai, it's always a good moment for me to take this opportunity to thank you, because you do us proud, not only we in Rwanda, but the whole continent. From being the idea of Giants of Africa to making that a reality. I'm not a very good storyteller like Aisha said, but I can say I'm always happy to find some way of enabling me to be part of a story. And the story here being how through the many things Masai, you've mentioned, whether it is sport, culture, entertainment, and many other things, we find a pathway for our young people to grow and become giants that they should be. So to young people, when you're talking about Giants of Africa and the festival we are going to have here, it's a reminder, first of all, that you young people are giants in the making, which means there's a lot of work you have to do in order to fulfill the enormous potential you have and see across our continent. So the importance of this moment is that we are clear about that path, and we don't take anything for granted. So we have to invest ourselves and do what needs to be done, and especially take the opportunities available to us, like this moment, like what this festival holds for many of the African young people who form the majority of the population of our continent. So I just want to welcome everyone, and you will see that when and going towards August, that this country is a welcoming country. It's a country that wants to do itself proud and do it for Africa, and so that all of us could at one time be wherever we want to be and fulfill our aspirations. So thank you very much, and we hope we'll make it a success. And as Masai said earlier, Africans, we will really succeed in many ambitions we have for ourselves. So let's go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Kagame. Thank you so much for those kind words. If I could invite you, Masai and Myra, to please join me for a brief conversation to share a little bit more about the upcoming festival, please. President Kagame, you are the third seat there. Myra, you are there. Yeah. I should start by asking Masai how he feels now that the announcement is out there in the world.
I feel incredible. This is really going to be something. I want to tell a story. Can I tell a story? I want to tell a story. So I'm going to embarrass the president a little bit, but it's fine.
You're going to shed light on how you came to choose
Yes.
Kigali.
So a few years ago, we invited the president to the All-Star in Toronto, and he came and he spoke with us, and he came to watch the dunk contest and the All-Star game. And during the dunk contest, he had a suite and he sat down in the arena, and I kept going back and forth because Toronto was hosting the All-Star. I kept going back and forth and coming to check on him, and one time, a couple times I came to check on him, he put his head down, and I was thinking, okay, has the cold in Toronto got to the president, or like, what have we done wrong here? And I asked him what was wrong, and he put his head down, and he said to me, what would it take to build an arena like this in Africa? In Rwanda. And look at where we're sitting now. I had to tell the story, Your Excellency.
Myra, for you, as Masai sets the scene of, this festival coming to Rwanda, you've actually been a camper at a GOA gathering before. What advice do you have for your peers who will be coming for the first time? What do you want to share with them that they should be looking forward to?
I definitely want to tell people to take every single opportunity and every experience that they can. And yes, develop your skills in basketball, but also have conversations with the coaches. Talk to them about your future, your dreams, your passions, because they are there for you. And essentially, there's only so much you can change about your physical capacity or your skill set in a week. But you can change your mind with this experience in a day. So please do take every opportunity to develop your character. Yeah.
Thank you for that. President Kagame, what do you hope visitors will discover about Rwanda for those coming for the first time, or those coming again, but what do you want people to discover or take away from this visit during August, during the festival?
Well, let me start by saying, Masai, I'm happy that you told the story, just because we have the arena now. If we didn't have it, I wouldn't want you to tell the story. So, but first we are looking forward to being the host and the good host that we should be, especially with the support of everyone, all of you and the participants. We in a way also be helping us to have a good festival. But I am sure those who will be coming here, whether it is first time or one of many times they have been here, they will discover that this is a welcoming people and country, and we will not just be writing it on the billboards. We will be making sure that the experience is there and felt by whoever comes. And the people of this country, we always leave history behind us and keep going into the future, much as we draw lessons from that. But our people are people of high ambitions, and they work hard, they want to be happy, even with those challenging circumstances they have had to deal with, or still have to deal with, of course. So I just want to tell everyone that they will be most welcome, and they will feel it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I feel it's an opportunity to bring in Sherry as well. Sherry, I'd love to hear from you what you think this moment, the festival in August, what it means for your country, for Rwanda.
Thank you. For me, Giants of Africa means a lot for the country, and it's personal for me as somebody who stands for the youth and is passionate about seeing young people chase their dreams and be motivated, and this is what Giants of Africa is all about. And it not only encourages these young people, but it also empowers our country to compete in basketball on an international level at a high standard. And, you know, it shows these young people in Rwanda that want to be sportsmen that they're not forgotten about, whether they're educated or uneducated. And something very important that I've seen in my period of getting to know Masai and Sarah and other people in the team is that Giants of Africa doesn't only just teach the sport, but it teaches discipline, and it also helps them develop their self-esteem, which is so, so important. And I'm just really excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sherry. Masai, one last question to you. I mean, you obviously could have gone anywhere to do this, for this festival, but you chose Rwanda. I mean, explicitly, what do you feel is particularly unique or special, the flavor that we'll get from being here in August?
Well, you know, I come from a background in sport where I feel that winning is the sport. We play basketball and we play sport to win. Yeah, we can all come and hold hands and do Giants of Africa and everything we want to do. Winning. And I feel Rwanda is a winner. I strongly feel this. I strongly feel this from my heart. Even before I knew the president, the welcome here that we have been given. And I like the notion that we need to spread it out throughout the continent of Africa. And that's what I've talked a lot about with the president. This is a shining example. The arena is a shining example. Holding the festival here is a shining example. So traveling to all these countries and bringing it here, for me, is winning. Yeah, and that's why when we win in sports, we win on the court, and then we win off the court. And when you win off the court, you bring people along. You bring youth along, you bring women along, you empower people, you empower women, and you lift and you rise. I say it again, Africa must win. We must win. We are winners on this continent, and this country shows us that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I think that, you know, we've given everyone a flavor of what's to come in August, and we can all look forward to meeting back here in a couple of months' time to bring the festival to life. So, President Kagame, Your Excellency, thank you for being with us as our honored host today. Masai, Myra, Sherry, thank you so much for being part of this truly momentous day. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for joining us. We want to say we so look forward to you being part of this in August with us. And come join us for the Giants of Africa Festival, August 16th to the 22nd. We ask you please to join us for a light reception after this. So please, as you leave the room, follow the ushers that will lead you up the stairway to 116. And that ends it for today's special announcement. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.